Consider a future where the madness of the present is projected and magnified. A tomorrow where the cretins who have invented nuclear war are about to populate the stars. Out of the 80s, where sex and drugs infiltrate every nation, threatening family and tradition, bringing society to the edge of chaos in some eyes, the ideologues unite in purpose. Born-again Christian, Catholic, Muslim, communist, capitalist, and feminist.
There was a time, child, when men were the protectors of women and children. They cultivated the fields and quiet valleys together, or roamed the hillsides and mountains, tending their flocks or hunting for game. But some men stole, raped, and destroyed. Refusing to share, they conquered the producers, forming armies of murderers, and of thus spread violence and terror over the whole world.
Why, Grandpa?
On our earth, men and women have justified their brutality by calling on higher orders who or that ordained their cruelty. In the future of 2002, the forces of repression focus on the greatest source of disorder. Sex and sensuality, and sex and its suggestion, are outlawed. But first, certain kinds of sex are banned. Then, sex between races, castes, religions. And history is projected in retrograde. Finally, all over the world, the power of denial drives an engine of hatred, equaling the darkness of the Holocaust, and love is banished. In the Soviet Union, political powerlessness and personal boredom consumed the frustrated and impotent masses and led to a fury that eradicated any sign of Western contamination, and beauty became a sign of decadence. Hospitals introduced re-education surgery to relieve confusion and eradicate ideological distemper. Christian bigots succeed, after centuries of every possible torture, to eradicate from the imagination of man any aspect of animal gratification in sex or sexual transcendence in life, replacing it with suffering and its enjoyment. They reverse the Roman circuses and throw sinners to crowds of frenzied faithful. Never to be outdone, Catholic emissaries of libido control, whose techniques in the management of thought are age-old, appear with computer-designed methods of allowing sinners to suffer in their God's image, televised to sidewalk confessionals. Reproduction is refused the masses or allowed only by artificial means. In the past, among the Muslims, control of sexual pleasure was determined at an early age, when the clitoris was wrenched from each woman-child's vagina in order to ensure male control, and by 1980, over 30 million women lived thusly mutilated. A tribute to their religion's sensitivity and mercy. In the future, the mullahs brought to the world this gift of sacrifice. Sperm detectors and thermal clitoris gauges root out the masturbator as well as the gay dreamers. poised for their entrance to space, the cleansed feminists who have arrived at a view of woman as much like a man as a white nigger, deprived of femininity and especially in reference to sex, a woman who cannot be accused in any way of encouraging erotic thoughts in a man, a committed member of the Make Me Ugly Club. Combing the cities, feminist anti-porn squads turn eventually to anti-lust commandos. To protect women from themselves, they strip women of feminine garb and outlaw makeup. Anything to prevent the encouragement of sexual or sensual arousal. However, always curtailed on Earth, but never eliminated, the most unrepentant are exiled from the planet to prison colonies, where they infect their guards and become rebels, engaging in the pursuit of love and romance in every form, with each other, machinery, space pets, and the fashions of dangerous exhibitionism that allow one who is beautiful to be so. What of Earth and its gods of denial and doom? They achieve the desire they have prayed for. Den nuklearen Krieg erfunden haben, die Sterne bewohnen werden. Von den 80ern jede Familie und Tradition bedrohen und die Gesellschaft zum Chaos bringt, treten die Ideologen in den Vordergrund. Wiedergeborene Christen, Katholiken, Moslems, Kommunisten und Feministen. Very rough translation.